what I'm gonna do, is give up sugar. So I eat a fair bit of sugar. I definitely have a sweet tooth, there's no doubt about that. And I have seen a couple of YouTubers do the give up sugar thing. And I've just been a little bit curious as to whether that would affect me in the same way that it affected them, given the level that of sugar that I consume. It's different for different people, of course, but there's lots of different symptoms and things like that. So the way I'm going to go about it, though, is I'm not going to completely give up sugar. I'm not going to be going through the supermarket and looking at the back of ingredients and saying, oh, that's got sugar, I'm not going to have that. It's more giving up added sugar. So definitely none of this stuff. So I don't actually drink hot coffees often, or teas or that sort of thing. So in terms of added sugar into drinks, that's not really a problem. Adding it into other things, it could be. I do cook with a bit of sugar from time to time, just to take the edge off and things like that. But the actual refined sugar of adding, that's not going to be a big issue. The big issue for me is giving up stuff like this. M&M's, chocolate basically. So, Mars bars, Snickers, block chocolate, and that sort of thing. I definitely like to snack on that stuff at night. Like, sitting on the couch in front of the TV, just annihilating a block of chocolate. It's, done it numerous times in the past, and it's something that probably would be a good thing to taper down at least. Don't get me wrong, I don't just, crack through copious amounts of chocolate all the time, but I would suggest that I am on the high level in terms of chocolate consumption. If you took a bit of a rating of the general populace. So we're definitely cutting out those ones. Certainly we're going to be cutting out these, ice creams and that sort of thing. Again, I don't have too much of these, so that's not a massive problem. Baked products, these are finger buns for my daughter. So certainly can't be having any of these, or chocky donuts, chocky D's, anything like that. So cutting out these bad boys as well. The biggest thing that's going to be an issue for me is cutting out soft drink. So I used to, in my youth, drink a lot of cola, Pepsi, Coke, whatever was cheap at the time. I used to drink about over 2 litres a day, often substantially more than that. Nowadays, I've cut it back a lot. I actually went for a stint. I went for a year, probably about 10 years ago, where I completely gave up caffeine. And I've already sort of started doing that. I don't buy the 2 litre ones from the supermarket or anything like that. I do have a little bit of a penchant for the frozen Cokes from Macca's or Hungry Jack's, or any other fast food outlet that happens to have them. KFC they have frozen Pepsis as well. Very good stuff. So cutting down those, that's a bit of an issue. Especially caffeine style as well is, you do get some withdrawals from that. So they're the things I'm going to cut down. And I've been doing a bit of research as to what can happen sugar withdrawal style. I've never been a smoker or a heavy drinker or anything like that, so I've never been through withdrawal or anything before. Now, from what I gather, sugar withdrawal it varies from person to person. Most people, it's not super severe. Some people, quite severe. So I actually started doing this. This is my 4th day. I didn't want to make a video to start with because I figured you wouldn't notice anything. So about 4 days ago, I started, and I will be doing base levels of what my resting heart rate was. I'll do that in the next vlog, so we've got something to talk about. And resting heart levels, and of course my weight. I reckon that will probably change a bit. But some of the things I have already experienced in terms of the symptoms of sugar withdrawal, cravings for one, definitely still craving. Not as much as I thought though. I really thought I'd really want it, but I haven't been too bad. Just a few times I've been, geez, I really like that, or I've been looking around going, yeah. So cravings is a big one. Lack of energy Definitely. Not so much today, but yesterday and the day before, I was death warmed up. I was walking around. My wife made a comment, "You're walking around like an old man." I mean, I do that often anyway, but you get the picture. Headaches, I haven't had too much of. I had a little bit of a headache the other day, but I think that was unrelated. So possibly that's something that I might get. The other thing that I feel that I will probably have, but it's going to be hard for me to sort of know, is the old mood swings or irritability and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I mean, I'll definitely ask my partner about that and see what she says. But I certainly haven't noticed anything at the moment. It was a long weekend where I lived just before, so it was a kind of more relaxed atmosphere anyway, so probably not too much to get a bit antsy about, but anyway. Also in my research, I had a look at, of course, the positives to giving up sugar. One is anti-aging. Gonna look like a 20-year-old soon. Yeah. Not quite. But it's something to do with the collagen levels in the skin and the elastin, and it's keeping it tight. And I don't know the science behind it. I will look that up and possibly talk about it. It's also to do with anti-inflammation. So the inflammation just helps with the aging process. Makes the skin sort of droopy and stuff like that. Yeah. So those sort of things are very good. In terms of giving up sugar, another big thing which is of course very important nowadays is one's mental state. So apparently giving up sugar can really help with antidepressant. I'm not a depressive sort of guy. I'm always sort of positive and that sort of thing. So I've never really had a problem with that. But it would be interesting to know if anybody has had issues with depression and has gone through the process of giving up sugar, and whether that has actually sort of been of assistance, or whether they've noticed an more upbeat personality or anything like that. Or I don't know how to put it, but it would be interesting to see whether that actually has had big effects, and maybe it saves some people. I don't know. Of course, there's other things, weight loss, the ones that sort of make sense. Certainly health things like, less heart disease and that sort, but they're more long term. We're talking more sort of short term things. One of the ones is better sleep. So apparently sugar can give you bit sugar crashes and things like that while you sleep, and you can, your body can heat up and sweat and all that sort of thing. So again, that'll be an interesting one to check out. There's teeth issues. Actually, there's one other that I was going to mention that is probably of great interest to a number of people out there. It's meant to improve your sex drive. I can't say that I have an issue with that sort of thing, but I know that's pretty important to a lot of people. It's, again, not that important to me, but interesting. If you don't know, I sort of gave up meat except for fish probably over 12 months ago, and that was another thing that they said also improve your sex drive. So it seems that everything you give up can make it go longer. Anyway, I'll leave that there for now. So a nice quick first vlog of the giving up sugar. We'll be exercising, that sort of thing as well. Apparently exercising can help with cravings and that. Also getting some no sugar treats, or snacks, I should say. We'll be eating fruit and that sort of thing as well. But we'll cover food and that's different vlogs. Anyway, stay tuned. Keep watching the vlogs. If you're interested in doing something similar, feel free to do it at the same time as I am. It would be good fun to have company. And ask some questions if you want in the comments below. More than happy to answer them. All right, I'll see you next time. Cheers.